sin, one team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Rebels will put toe to leather to crank us up. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Florida's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question, it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Wants to throw. It's Lagway. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Rebels' offense will have its first possession of the game. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like, when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, they can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Works the middle of the field. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. On the ground, it's Ball. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense.
Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Gators line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. And the Rebels line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
Well, it's decision time now for the head coach. You probably like the play call. 3rd down, you're running the ball thinking you're going to get it in your own end. You don't. Now what do you do?
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a gap. It's Lacey. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. It's complete on the right side. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. The Rebels are marching down the field. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Quarterback on the keeper. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've relentlessly moved forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal. He'll do it himself. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. 4th down and goal from the 3. Can the defense get a stop? He's looking to pass. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Trying the left side. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw. It's Lagway. Floating away. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. With the catch, it's Ball. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So 1st down here as they go back to work. To the air on 1st down. Got a man, it's Wilson. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida. And Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. You saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often in college. This is a different type of dude, and they're expecting him to take the next level, and with that, this program carrying it on their shoulders.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Gators send out the punt unit. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Going for the big play. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
This is a great play by the defensive back, and I think one of the hardest things to do as a DB is you're covering a receiver deep down the field, your back's to the play, and you've got to turn your shoulder, locate the football, and then swat it away. That DB did an outstanding job in coverage.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Rebels will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've gotten very little done on their first 3 possessions, hoping this one will be more productive. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. To the air, it's Lagway. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Looking deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field, and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
He's got great speed. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did. I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football games.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on 3rd down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception there.
Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Makes the catch. It's Hawkins. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They've been completely lethargic in this first half, but finally some signs of life.
And we've seen it, Reese, throughout time, throughout college football history. You get that one big play, momentum starts to come in, and I don't know what it is. It changes everything. Maybe that's the play they needed to finally get some points on the scoreboard before the half.
Catch in the middle, it's Wilson. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. To the air, it's Lagway. Buying some time. Past the 45. It's a fumble on the play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. The give to the tailback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll leave it with him. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. That's caught. It's Lee. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Haas. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
Oh, he's got some space. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Looking for blockers. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today at Oxford. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's head back to the Grove at our Fellas at Vaught Hemingway Stadium.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yep.
There he goes. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Takes the handoff. It's Lacey. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Got it in the middle, it's Lee. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They go to the ground. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. And the Rebels trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Powers forward. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Rebels! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
And listen, if I have a playmaker at running back like that with that kind of speed, yeah, I'm going to throw the swing to him too. He drops back, surveys the field. He says, I know my guy can make a play, gets the ball in his hands right now on the swing. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. They march 78 yards down the field. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a...
Breaks into the open. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down, it's 2nd and 10. Quick pass on the jet motion. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Caught in the backfield, it's Sturdivant. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. The Gators pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Grabbed behind the line, it's Wilson. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Gets it out fast. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gators!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Ray. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying play action. A shot toward the end zone. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
From the gun, give on the inside. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Turning it on. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on 1st down. To the ground, he's got it again. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. The throw to the outside is complete. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Jackson. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Going to the running game. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Wilson. Makes a grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. Snagged in the middle. It's Wilson. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for room. It's ball. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through three quarters for these two guys. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Looking to throw. Looking to get it in. And he's gonna score. Touchdown, Florida!
Number 3, with the grab and the score.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. That's reeled in. It's hot. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Rebels come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. On the run, it's Lacey. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. On the option. Now the pitch. At the 45, on his way. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield. 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Now the play fake. Moves around to clear up the vision. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Rebels will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Wilson. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Gators are in the hurry-up.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Under fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Sturdivant. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. They want to get this defense on its heels. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Finds his man. It's Sturdivant. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Gets it past the marker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Leaves it with the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
The inside handoff. Thrust that arm out. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Rebels!
Football oftentimes gets won by the teams who play the best on the critical down and distances. What an amazing play by that quarterback on third down. Able to put his team on his back, use his legs to extend and buy time, and then go score. Awesome job.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Catch in the middle, it's Webb. There he goes. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
With the catch, it's Sturdivant. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. Wants to go up top on first down. Got him downfield. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. The Gators will have it first and 10. Just keep slinging it. Grab near the sticks. It's Hawkins. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it, using the quick game. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. The snap sets up to throw. Keeps the play going. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The Gators want to crank the tempo. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the catch. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Looking for the touchdown on third and goal. Touchdown, Gators! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They march 79 yards on the drive. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. He'll ride his man on the option. The offense coughs it up, and they were on the move. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 2nd and long here, but objective number 1, keep that clock moving. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Rebels will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Scanning the field, it's Lagway. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Jackson. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jackson. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And now such a tough situation late in this game. You're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. It's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off to stop the threat. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.